be forever together over the next hour with the world's most brilliant gem, you're in the right place at the right time. I'm Nikki Stanzione, and you are here at Made Shopping, where we are going to make sure that everything that you desire becomes a reality in the world of jewelry. Ooh, I love that idea. Today, I'm going to introduce you to Forever One moissanite, if you don't already know about it. And if you do, welcome back. I see why you returned. When I say the world's most brilliant gem, we are talking about the fire and the sparkle and the razzle-dazzle and the brilliance and the beauty of made, not mined, moissanite. And I'm really excited for all of you to be here today because we revolutionized moissanite at Charles Colvard, and this is where the bar has been set, and you are here to enjoy some of the most beautiful pieces. I would say that you could add to a collection because this is the flagship. This is the high echelon. This is as good as it gets. Let me show you a few things coming up this hour in advance so that you can get ready, write down your favorite items. First and foremost, you have one of the most glorious, luxurious tennis necklaces that you may ever lay your eyes on, and I'll tell you why. A few things. Number one, it's set in 14 karat yellow gold. Number two, you're also looking at approximately 20.5 carats of round, brilliant, beautiful moissanite stones. We're looking at colorless. We're looking at anywhere between, most of our items are anywhere between very slightly included, which would be a VS1 in clarity, all the way up to IF, which is internally flawless. This one kind of leans a little closer to the IF clarity. And of course, you are in weighted gold. So remember that. The investment is absolutely worth it, not just for the beauty, but because it's a smart thing to buy when you're looking at all the quality that's involved here, including the gold. I will give you that item number if you want to shop ahead, 794-842. 794-842. That is for the tennis necklace. And of course, remember, a tennis necklace is an eternity necklace. It goes all the way around. Next, I want to show you something else we have coming up. Oh, friends. Oh, my. This ring is so stunning. It has so much to offer, aside from the fact that you have 5 stones. Yes, there are 5 stones. Look at the fire. When I start the hour and say, get ready for the world's most brilliant gem, this is what I'm talking about. More refractive and more brilliant than a diamond. Look at this beauty at over 2¼ carats in these beautiful rounds. And by the way, you also have the white gold. This item number is 500336. That'll be coming up as well. And one last thing I want to give you a little preview on. And no, I did not get engaged in the last between hours, in the last few seconds. There was no engagement, there was no proposal, nothing like that. I haven't even met the guy yet, so that would be weird. But I do have the best engagement ring on my hand because that one is a beauty. And it is coming up later in the hour, 560504. So if you are in the market for an engagement ring, Valentine's season, it's the season of love. And love is in the air, almost 3 carats on this beauty. Last but not least, let me remind you, for all the studs out there, there are studs for your ears too. Look at this opportunity in front of you. These are studs set in yellow gold. Look at the size, look at the cut, and look at that yellow gold. The item number on these stud earrings is 538102. All of them coming up this hour, so you'll want to stand by, or at very least, make sure you start checking out madeshopping.com to look for the items that I just reminded you about, or call our call center. They're ready and waiting right by my side. The number is 888-521-4367. Call them and say, I was made for shopping, and I was made for that ring or that necklace or that pair of earrings, and they will take care of you and make sure that you have it. All right, let's get started with the first item in today's show. This is going to be super fun. And again, anything you want to order, you can use the phone number or the website, and I'll even give you a QR code with each and every item individually so you can go right to that product if it's something that you love. All right, are we ready for it? Y'all ready for this? I feel like I need some sound effects or some music. All right, let's start it. Here's what I want to do. I want to give you a chance to have a step above a stud, if you will. When I say a step above a stud, what do I mean? Well, a stud earring is usually one solitaire stone, right? Beautiful, you just saw an example of that. But the one thing that a stud earring does not have is articulation, right? Which is that movement. You have to move on your own, right, to get any of that extra fire, right? But when you have articulation, literally, it's constantly going to have movement, even with the slightest movement from you. That's the beauty of this pair of stud, well, let's say stud times 2, because you're getting the double stud with the articulation. First and foremost, if you were just getting, and I always do this, but if you were just getting a pair of studs that look like that, they're gorgeous, right? At $934, it's under $1,000. You're getting over 2 carats total, right? And you have, 14 karat yellow gold. But you get this big, beautiful, massive, almost quarter carat in each one. Almost quarter carat in each round brilliant, taking us to a total of almost half a carat just in the articulated round alone. Now, up top, you have the round brilliant cut at about 8, actually, that's about 8 points, right, I would say. And you have about 1.6, actually, it's 80 points. Okay, it's 80 points, so you have actually a carat 60 there. So total carat weight over 2 carats, and you are saving, wait a minute, what's happening here? Is this like a special deal? Did you guys see the savings? Was that a mistake? I know we're up to 25% off, but when I see a $1,500 price tag, I expected maybe $1,200, maybe $1,000, maybe $1,100. How in the world are we doing this for $584 off? Oh my goodness, you guys, this is even better than I realized. You must get in on this item. When do we ever do these kind of discounts? I mean, I know you do great sales. I know we do really great sales, but I'm sorry, almost $600 off a pair of studs like this? Look at the length on this, by the way. You're at almost a ½ an inch. And then look at the big posts, your butterfly posts, nice size so you won't lose them. And then from the side, you can see when I talk about that articulation, just the slightest movement is going to give you all that sparkle, which is really what it's all about. Remember something, moissanite is going to be more brilliant than a diamond. It's going to be more refractive. It is a double refractive stone, and what's excellent and exciting about this is you can see from the faceting that our proprietary cutting and faceting is going to bring you the optimized brilliance of the moissanite you are looking at. It is unique, it is on fire, and the dispersion is off the charts. Just a beautiful pair, and a great way to start your shopping exploration with us today, because this is a pair of earrings that if you are looking to gift for Valentine's Day, you can't go wrong. Now, everybody loves studs, everybody loves hoops, right? But if you're going to go for a pair of studs, why don't you set them apart from the rest? Don't just do your average. And listen, I love a classic stud, you should have one in your collection, but maybe you want something a little different. I mean, it is Valentine's season. This is the time of the year where we sometimes go a step above when we're shopping for jewels. And in this case, you cannot go wrong. Absolutely gorgeous earrings. I'll get one more, maybe we'll do one more close up. There we go, perfect. You can really see the beauty. You can really see the fire and the dispersion as the light hits each of those gorgeous 4 stones. Oh my gosh, do you see those colors emerging? That's what it's all about. That is one of the most striking optical properties of moissanite. It's the fire. That's what measures the gemstone's ability to break down the light into all of these gorgeous spectral colors. That's what happens. And with the double refractive nature of it, it's going to produce this beautiful combination of both patterns and sparkles. Get it now, 517-918. 517-918. That's the item number. It's that simple. So the shopping has begun. The fun has just gotten started, and now we go into a ring. Now, I'm going to actually take the one off that I showed you at the top of the show, because maybe you want a little more of a classic and subtle style solitaire. Take a deep breath. Oh my gosh. This is the I do piece. This is the she said yes. This is the she said yes piece, right? This is the one you picture when you open that box and you see inside and you gasp audibly, and everybody says, oh Oh, I'm so happy for them. I've just created a dramatization moment. I do watch too many episodes of The Bachelor. But I will tell you, in all seriousness, this is almost 2 carats in one single solitaire stone. You're looking at near colorless. Actually, you're looking at colorless. This is Forever One. What am I saying? Think about this. On the scale of color, you would typically think A to Z, right? A would be the best, Z would be the least, right? No. In the scale of coloring white diamonds, we start, and this is all diamonds really, we start at D. So the closer to DEF, that puts you into the colorless zone. That is as good as it gets. That's the best of the best. That's like the 5-star rating, okay? So guess what happens? When you buy Forever One and a piece like this, you are in colorless. That means you have the optimal property that we look for in diamonds, in moissanite. This is the ultimate. And then you have this unbelievable clarity. The clarity is going to give you all of that clean fire, sparkle, brilliance, the dispersion that we love so much. And of course, look at the faceting. Look at the faceting. I'll tell you what, when I say that Charles and Colvard does it best, this is why everybody else wants to imitate what they have done 30 years ago. Because the cutting, the process, first of all, is very important. But when you have a proprietary cutting and faceting process with a team of skilled lapidaries, what's going to happen is you are going to be able to display the optimal benefit of the stone. And that is why you are seeing these incredible patterns emerging. That is why you are seeing this incredible spectral color emergence coming from the stone itself. And look how perfectly, beautifully round. On that gorgeous, slim 14-karat gold shank, this is the ideal. But here's the thing that's also ideal. You're saving almost $500 today. Oh, listen to this, almost $500 today. And here's the best part. You're paying $1,379.25 for a gorgeous engagement ring in gold, but this is where it gets really good. You don't have to tack on a shipping charge like you do with everything. Like you have to do with a delivery for a pizza, like you have to do with almost anything you order. With a gold and moissanite engagement ring, we will ship it for free because everything in this show has free shipping and free returns. How good is that? So just keep that in mind as you shop, and remember to you see that little code right there? You just scan it. Take your phone, open it up, go to the camera, click on that camera, you'll see a little pop-up, click on it, and it'll take you directly to this ring. So if you are proposing over Valentine's Day, or maybe you want an upgrade, or maybe you're saying to yourself, I don't need to wear this as an engagement ring, I'm not engaged, I just love this ring. That's fine too. No rules, no boundaries with jewelry. Just keep it sassy and keep it classy. Look at this on this finger too, if you don't mind. I just want you to see, because it's such a gorgeous way to display it, right? You don't have to always wear it the same way. It doesn't have to be an engagement ring just because it's called an engagement ring, right? It could be worn as anything. But my goodness, if you can get an engagement ring for under $1,400 of this quality, absolutely call us, 888-521-4367. And our item number here is 608-965. 608-965. You'll be like, oh, hello, everybody. How are, oh, were you looking at my hand? Oh, yeah. I know, it's fabulous. Get it home now. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And the show continues on with another incredibly fabulous item. Happens to be one that I am wearing in a different style, because there's a couple styles here today of hoops. I will say this. I find that the oval hoops are very flattering to a rounder face. Now, I have a rounder face. I'm wearing the rounder hoops, but I will tell you, typically my suggestion style-wise would be, if you have a rounder face and you want it to elongate and look a little bit thinner, excuse me, go with the ovals. That's the way to do it. Check these out. Let me also do a measurement here. Yeah. Look at the measurement. You're at 1 inch. Actually, hold on a second. I'm going to say just slightly over an inch, right? Just slightly over an inch. And inside, outside. There are, oh, can we scroll that? There are gorgeous round brilliants in this piece, taking us to 22 stones in each ear. That means you are getting over a carat in each ear. Look at the, okay, now we've got an upgrade. We've got an upgrade. Even though you're at under $1,000, we have downgraded the price, we have upgraded the item. You have a pressure insertion clasp. And it's very simple. Just press. That's, you like press and release. See, do you see how it kind of like a little lever that just kind of moves? You see that? So you just click. Oops, sorry. Just click on it. Now it's locked, right? Press on it and open. That's it. So they stay really, really safe in the ear. I'm actually going to put one on just so you can see the difference between wearing rounds and wearing ovals, okay? So I'm just going to do this while I'm talking to you. Here's what makes this fun. What makes this fun is that hoops are always going to be on trend. You know they're my favorite thing. I call myself a self-proclaimed hoopologist, right? But now these are a little bit smaller than the ones I'm wearing, but you can see the difference in the style. See how these are rounder, right? These are a rounder look, and then these are going to be a longer look. So they're going to be an oval, so they kind of bring, do you see how they kind of like bring in? I know this is a weird thing to say, but I'm telling you, I notice these things. These are very important things to a girl with a round face. I notice that there's more of like a cheekbone cut when you have a longer shaped earring. When you have a rounder shape, it makes your face fuller. So if you have an oval face and you have a more of a longer face and you wish it looked a little fuller, you go with a rounder hoop. If you want to really kind of cut into the cheekbone and look like your face is a little thinner, you go with an oval. I'm telling you, these are little tricks of the trade. Don't tell anyone. It's between us, okay? Keep that between us. That's our little secret trick. Meanwhile, 1 inch on the drop, still very profound. Also, something else to note. Do you see the sparkle? The thing about inside-outside is that when you have an inside-outside adorned hoop, right, or any earring for that matter, what's going to happen is you'll notice that every time you move, there's sparkle. It's not just when you see somebody right directly from the front from one certain angle, it's at every single angle, and you can see why. Look what happens as I move it. Do you see what I'm talking about? So actually, I'm gonna move into the shot this way so you can see it all in the red. Look how gorgeous that is. And you really see, it's funny because when you wear red, you'll see more of the reds emerging. When you're wearing blues, you'll see more blues. I mean, the thing that makes this so exciting is that when I talk about being the world's most brilliant gemstone, you can really see why. Because listen, take a diamond earring, take a diamond hoop for that matter, right? And put it right next to this piece, and I'm telling you right now, you will see more colors emerging, you will see more sparkle, you will see more of that fire. That is what, I would love for you to do that actually. Get them home, do it. I mean, why not? Why not test and understand from the perspective of experience why I'm so adamant about bringing this gemstone home and why so many people have chosen moissanite as their diamond alternative, because you're not making a sacrifice or a compromise to go to moissanite from diamonds. What you're doing is you're being more ethical. You're getting something that is actually in a controlled environment, right? When it's created versus being mined. And you're also getting something that's already that top quality, the colorless, the best clarity. You're getting all of the cutting process that's giving you that fire. You're getting the double refractive index. So all of those things take it to the next level. So the price, in all honesty, at $1,300 was a deal. I'm just being totally straight up with you. It was a deal at over $1,300. But you're getting it for $989. $989.25. You're saving $329.75, and it's in 14 karat white gold. Can't go wrong. This is solid gold. Solid gold. I can't help myself. Solid gold. So I don't know if you guys watched Solid Gold. When I was a little girl, the solid gold is what made me want to be a dancer. And I used to go to dancing school, and I lived my whole younger life as a dancer. So it's because of Solid Gold, because that TV show would have all the top hits of the week, if you didn't already know this, would have all the top hit songs of the week, and then the Solid Gold dancers would come on during the countdown. So they'd say, number 10 is Feel For You by Shaka Khan or whatever, and then the Solid Gold dancers would come out and do a whole dance. Number 9, and then a new set of Solid Gold dancers would come out with, and they were dramatic. I mean, not that I would know anything about being dramatic, but if I did know anything about being dramatic, I would have loved to be a solid gold dancer. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back to let's go back to the task at hand. Your hoops, item number 499034. I would jump through hoops for these. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, we are moving on because we have a lot to get to in this hour. I will say that a lot of you, I can see our phone lines, and I get little updates from the control room when people are excited about something. So we had an update that after we showed the 5-stone ring, that there were a lot of people interested. So I'd love to bring that one in because I know a lot of you were calling about that one after we showed it in the preview teaser. So I'm going to put my other hoop back on right now because there's another pair coming up later. But I want to give you a chance to own this 5-stone ring because, oh, friends, it is so gorgeous, so gorgeous. The stones graduate right up to the center, all 5 of them, and look at that fire. Fire. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's talk about it. First of all, this is a $2,000 ring. From us, that's our pricing. This is a $2,000 piece, shy $1, okay? We're saving you about $500 today. That's insane. You want to talk about an unbelievable savings? Here you go. Your center stone, the center stone alone by itself is 1 carat. If we gave you a 1 carat round brilliant solitaire set in 14 karat white gold, colorless, with the best clarity, we're talking internally flawless, that price of $14.99 would be the steal of the day. But you're not just getting the 1 carat. In fact, you're also getting 2 half carats on the shoulder of the center stone. Now we are looking at a total of 2 carats in this ring. But wait, there's more. Guess what? There's also 2 16-pointers. So now we tack on another 32 points. Your ring is 2 carat 32. That is diamond equivalent weight. I double dog dare you to go and find yourself a 2 carat 32 colorless diamond in internally flawless clarity, with the fire, with the dispersion, with the beauty and the brilliance, set in 14 karat white gold, and get it home for $14.99. Good luck, good luck. If that happens, let me know. I will give you I will give you a shout out on live national television, and we will talk about how brilliant you are for finding a deal like that. But by the way, if you do find a deal like that, you better look at it in person and make sure it looks like this. Because if it doesn't look like this, they're fooling you. And don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm just Nikki from the block. And I am telling you right now, I'm not Nikki from the block. It was a song reference about J-Lo. But I really want you guys to have this ring. Look at this. Look at this ring. Are you guys in love with this piece of beauty? Oh, take a deep breath on this one. Let's talk about the hardness now of moissanite. This is important because we haven't really discussed it as much when I show you things like earrings or necklaces. But when we talk about rings, I think rings and bracelets is where this really comes into play as an important factor. The reason it's so important is because if you're hard on your jewelry, or you're rough on your jewelry, or you're busy a lot, you're banging into things, you're klutzy, what have you, you want to make sure you have a very hard gemstone on your hand because you do not want to scratch it. The hardness scale goes up to a 10. The hardest stone in the world at a 10, which doesn't get any harder than that, doesn't get any better than that, is a diamond, right? That's why people spend so much money. The next hardest gemstones are typically going to be your corundum. I've talked about this before. It's your sapphires, your rubies, right? They're a 9. Your moissanite, your Forever One moissanite, is anywhere between a 9.25 and a 9.5 on the Mohs scale of hardness. So that gives you an indication that you are wearing something that you can be secure and confident in, knowing it's going to last for the long haul and it's going to be there for the wherewithal of the day-to-day wear and tear of life. That in itself is exciting. But in addition to that, remember you are set in gold. First of all, look at the thickness of that band. Look at the quality of that polish on that 14 karat gold. And keep in mind, this can be an engagement ring. An engagement ring does not have to be a solitaire, friends. It can be whatever you want it to be. Listen, you can create your own designs, your own thoughts. And the nice part about Made Shopping is that when you call 888-521-4367 and talk to our call center, you can tell them if you have a preference of metal. You can tell them, I loved that ring, but do you have it in a solitaire? I loved that piece, but do you have it in a trilogy ring? So you can always ask, right? The answer is always no if you don't ask. The item number on this, 500-336, almost a $500 savings with free shipping. And I'm going to tell you throughout this hour, there are opportunities for you to also pay in installments. So as we get into the next item, I'll talk to you about that, but I just want to make sure if you are in the market for an engagement ring or just for a beautiful 5-stone piece, and again, symbolism always can come into play with a 5-stone ring as well, get this one home. I mean, can you go wrong with something that looks like this? The answer is absolutely not. And by the way, I'm actually going to do this really quickly. We have this bracelet coming up, and I just wanted you to see for a second. I'm going to kind of just roll it down so you can really take a look. Look how beautiful that looks together. So just keep in mind, there's ways to showcase your pieces with companions. And later in the show, not far from now, we're going to be showcasing some really great bracelets, and I'd love for you to get in on this one. All right, one more time on this one. It's 500-336. Make it yours, $14.99, $500 savings today. By the way, these savings are good right now. I have zero idea what day the saving ends. It could end after the hour. It could end after the show. It could end next week. It could end in a couple weeks. I don't know, but I know that it's not staying like this for long. I do know that because this is a special deal. So when you see special deals like this, please don't wait. And speaking of deals, we got a dazzler. This is the one and only dazzling deal. Like there should be like fireworks, people running around on set, jazz hands, sprinkle, confetti. I mean, all kinds of stuff should be going on during a dazzle deal. But you can create the excitement for yourself. You can do so many fun things. This is your Forever One moissanite from our Oro collection. It is a double rope circle. First of all, rope chains are, you know, it's one of the hottest looks. It's one of the most trendy types of looks, the rope. Okay, but in this case, you have the double rope in the circle. And then actually, the chain is included. So not only do you have that double rope, but you're getting the chain. But here's why it's off the chain as a dazzling deal. And it's not really off the chain, it's on the chain, but you know what I'm saying. That is moissanite. That, my friends, is a beautiful, round, brilliant, gorgeous, fiery moissanite in a station style on the necklace in bezel setting. Now, all of the things you're seeing in front of you, the bezel set stone, the station design, the beautiful links, the gorgeous cable, also that amazing rope in a double circle. By the way, a double circle, there's a lot of meaning to that. Look it up because you have, it's like a infinity within infinity. So it's like endless. It means like if you want to give this to somebody you love, it's like saying our love is literally limitless and it's infinite. And that's kind of a fun symbolism, isn't it? I also love the way that it moves. You have on this a lobster claw clasp. And you also have a nice length on this. It shows up. Thank you so much. You have, let me do this, hold on. Look at that. Look at this. Bail to bottom alone, you're at an inch. So when you have a chain that is, I believe this one is, I don't know if it says if you go, here I can check it on here, but I think it's 18 inches. I just want to be 100% sure before I tell you. I do, oh, it doesn't say. I think it is 18 inches, but the cable chain itself is going to be about 18 inches, and then you have an inch from bail to bottom on the actual circle. So really, you're at about you're almost closer to 20 inches on this piece. And then, of course, that gorgeous round brilliant, which is about 10 points. So it's about 10 points, but it still has the sparkle. I love the fact that it's off-center, gives it kind of an asymmetrical look, which is really fun. And it's going to look really pretty on everybody that wears it. I can't say enough about the articulation once again, because that movement, and by the way, both of them move. They both move. So you have movement. It's going to have such a fun flair, and it's definitely a talking piece. I would say this is one of the more I would say this is probably one of the most conversational pieces. You know, certain pieces are, we call them conversation pieces because they strike up conversation. You wear them, people stop you. Oh, I love that necklace. Where'd you get that? And then you start a conversation about it. And everything about it can have meaning as well, which I think always makes jewelry more fun because it's an emotional purchase always. Your price today on a dazzling deal, I didn't say it out loud, but you saw it, you see it, you can scan it, go right to that product, $473.85. Why would you not want to save almost $200 on a piece like this? Oh, I'm sorry. Have I mentioned it's gold? Have I mentioned it's 14 karat gold? Oh, in case I haven't, I just did. It's 14 karat yellow gold. Yes, yes. So, here's what I want you to do. Go into a nice jeweler, go into a good jewelry store, and find yourself a beautiful cable link chain. And I want you to find that chain, 18 inches at least, okay? And I want you to tell me in 14 karat gold, with everything going on with gold right now, will you find a 14 karat gold necklace for under $500? Probably not. But now let's add 10 points of the best moissanite in the world. We're talking F or better in color. That's colorless, guys. We're talking about this beautiful flush setting. We're talking about this beautiful bezel in a station design. We're talking about a trendy look. I have seen costume, this is a true story. I have seen costume jewelry made by designers in styles like this for thousands of dollars. Get this, you ready when I say costume? In gold-plated jewelry. Gold-plated, as in like it's like a mystery metal and it's maybe plated in gold. Or maybe steel. Or maybe silver. But never have I ever, are we playing Never Have I Ever on TV? No. But I'll say, never have I ever seen a 14 karat gold cable link chain with 10 points of the best colorless moissanite and a gorgeous, gorgeous rope design in a double circle in a setting like such, in 14 karat gold, may I emphasize one more time, for under $500, for under $475 for that matter, and with free shipping. You're so fortunate to be here today. 614-188, 614-188. This is your last look. Make it yours. This is the dazzling deal, and it is the only dazzling deal in this hour. The price of gold is $2,018 an ounce as I speak. It can change at any minute, at any time, but as of this moment, that is what it is. So get this one home and enjoy it. I think you'll be so happy. All right, now, a lot of people were asking about the bracelets. I want to actually, you know what, guys, let me do this bracelet if I can, okay? Because I have another bracelet. I have the tennis bracelet that I'm wearing, but this is very similar. This is that flex bangle. So I wanted to give you a chance to have this one because it's really, in my opinion, it's one of the hottest trends going right now when we're talking about a flex bangle. A lot of people love bangle bracelets, and the reason they don't buy them is because of the hard edges and because it hurts them to put it on. Have you ever had that happen when you kind of try to put it on like right in this bone? It's like that bone right there. You try to put a bangle on, you're like, oh my gosh, that was like, I just literally, I hurt myself. Why did I do that to myself, right? The flex bangle is just that. It's got the flex. You see when I do that? It's got that flex movement, but it still has the bangle bracelet look. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a moment and just enjoy the beauty of it, because in this piece, you have, ready for it, 53 10-point round brilliants. Yes. Is that incredible? And you are looking at a bracelet with an inline clasp, okay? So the bracelet the clasp doesn't really interrupt the design. It's a clasp that you can use. Now, if you have a tiny wrist, you can actually just kind of slide it on your hand, which is something I like to do. I'm not gonna do it now, but that's something I like to do. But you can also, of course, use this inline clasp, and you can just kind of press down on it. You can see that little pressure. It's just kind of like what we did with the earrings, okay? Now, here's something else I wanna show you. I want to just move it around so you can really see the fire. You see that fire? You see that brilliance? That is why it's worth almost $3,000 today. But instead of charging you what we are supposed to charge, because this is a special show, because it is the Valentine's season of love, we are taking a discount of $672.25 off. That means you can go buy your dazzling deal right now with the money you're saving and still have over $200 left over. Can you imagine how great that is? You have free shipping, free returns, and you have 14 karat white gold in over 5¼ carats. Take a look at this on the wheel. Oh my gosh. Look at this beauty. Yeah, oh my goodness. There it is, thank you. Oh my goodness, look at that. Is this just one of the most beautiful things you've ever seen? I love a traditional classic tennis bracelet like the one I'm wearing, but the thing I love about this one that's so nice is the undergallery of it. Because unlike a tennis bracelet, where sometimes, because it's usually prong set and you have a little bit of a, sometimes it kind of, I don't even know how I would explain it. It almost like sits on the hand in a way that makes, that kind of indents into your hand. Whereas this one has a very smooth undergallery. Look at this. There you go, thank you. Look at that, look at that. The polish, the polish, the shine, the beauty, it's just everything. And I can't believe it's $672 off today. Yes, 794-716. That is the item number. We are going to give you a chance to pay in installments. You're saying, Nick, I love it, but come on, I can't buy everything all at once. Okay, then do installments. I don't ever want you to feel uncomfortable or pressured or do anything that's gonna hurt your budget. I want you to do what's comfortable for you. But if you love these pieces or you're gifting these pieces, do Shop Pay. You can pay now or later. When you're checking out, just say, I want to do Shop Pay in installments. And that'll allow you to budget yourself while still purchasing the things that you love so much. We have so many loyal customers. There, you know, when I came out here, our studios are in North Carolina, and of course, you know, many of you might know I live in New Jersey, and I'm in New York a lot, and you know, I go into jewelry stores, and a lot of people love Charles & Colvard, particularly the Forever One moissanite. And they know that you cannot find the kind of pieces in the city or in most jewelry stores or even at most shopping networks of this caliber and quality and then get these discounts. This is a company that has been in business for 30 years, revolutionizing moissanite and being able to have it made, not mined, and be able to do it ethically, and also have proprietary cutting and faceting so that every single stone is at its best color, meaning colorless, and at its best clarity as well. All that being said, the designs are exceptional as well. The styles are always on trend and classic, lasting forever, and we try to make these prices as really as affordable as we possibly can in this industry, and that is why we are giving you over a $670 discount today. Last look on this one, item number 794716. Okay, now I would love to be able to show you oh, actually, you know what? You guys, do you want to go to the necklace or do you want to go to the engagement ring I showed earlier in the show? Let's go to that. Okay, my friends, this is the ultimate. This is the show-off piece. This is the handbrag. Forget handbags, we're going handbrags today. This one is the one to own. I will tell you now, item number 560504, look at your center stone first. Your center stone is colorless, number one. It is 2 carat 20. You are almost 2 1/4 carats. So when you say, oh, I wish I could get an engagement ring that was over 2 carats, done, finished, done. But wait, as good as that is, now let's do something special down the shoulders of this beautiful piece and adorn 4 rows of beauty. Oh my goodness, with an additional 24 stones, still colorless. We're talking DEF in color. We're looking at anywhere between VS1 and IF in clarity, so you can either have very slightly included or you can be all the way up to internally flawless, and we're just in the middle of that scale. And you are set in 14 karat white gold. I'm going to put this on the wheel and then we'll talk a little bit more about this style and this price. You're at $2,234 today, and that means you are saving $744 and change. You know, I said it. I sure did. I sure did say that. You're saving over $740. I mean, go into a jeweler and say to them, I love that engagement ring. I just don't want to spend more than $3,000 on a ring. And I really want over 2 carats. In fact, I'd like to get close to 3 in white gold, colorless, best clarity, double refractive stone. Can I do that? And by the way, can I get a $744 discount? They'll look at you like you're nuts. Like, okay, all right, who's this one off the street? Who's this nut? Right? So no, we don't want to go there. We want to make sure that you get your shopping done in a place where you can rely on good quality, the best quality. Forever One is the flagship brand. Forever One is literally the best of the best of the best, right? Charles and Colvard, the best of moissanite, made not mined, right? Great. But now we have classic. We love our classic. We can go a step up and go into our Forever Bright, which is a great midway point for the looks that you love. But if you want the VIP section, you go to Forever One. That is the VIP section. And today you are getting this piece home with an almost $800 discount. You're at $744.75. Now, I would do Shop Pay on this. I would absolutely do Shop Pay on this because that's a chance for you to be able to get it home in installments, which is definitely the way to go when you're shopping for a lot of fabulous pieces. And it is a weighted piece, by the way. Weighted, and we're looking at 14 karat gold when the price of gold is $2,018 an ounce today. This should not be priced at this price. You know that because just the gold alone should cost you thousands. But look at that piece. I mean, that is what it's all about. And by the way, let me just show you the undergallery, because if it is an engagement ring, you're going to be wearing it every day of your life. Look at that. Look how smooth, completely fully finished. Incredible. All right, my friends, this is your last look on this one. Go and scan that code. You can go right to the item, or you can, of course, call our friends at 888-521-4367. The item number, 560-504. What do you say we bring in the tennis necklace? What do you think? Because I know we kind of teased it, but ooh, let's do that. And then we'll do these studs that you've been waiting for. This is the ultimate in a necklace. Okay, now I have a necklace on. I'll give you the item number. We'll talk about that too. If you were looking for something that's simple and everyday, fantastic. But if you are ready to take your jewelry wearing to the next level, if you are waiting for that piece that is the true show stopper, the bragging piece that everybody will remember you by, this is it. And this is one of those pieces, I will tell you, you just don't typically find. It's not something that you're going to easily find, because to find an eternity necklace is very difficult when we're looking at the quality of stones that we have here, particularly when we're talking about gold. Because the gold, and I don't know if we have the gram weight on this, but I will tell you now, this is heavily weighted. Yeah, it is heavily, heavily weighted. We are looking just in carat weight. Forget the gram weight of the metal. In carat weight alone, we're at about 20 and a half carats, diamond equivalent weight. You have in this necklace 23 points in each of these 89 stones that do indeed go all the way to the clasp. Your insertion clasp with the safety is going to keep it in place, locked in and secure, but you have stones all the way to the clasp, including on the clasp. So there is no spot on this necklace left uncovered. And look at the, oh gosh, look at the sparkle. Look at the sparkle. Oh, my friends, this is amazing. Do you know the original retail price on this is closer to $10,000, as it should be? But today, nope, we're closer to $7,000. We are saving you $2,359 and change. That is your savings. And because these are such big stones, and because there's so much weight to the necklace and the metal itself, because of that, it's not a flipper. You know what I mean by that? You know how sometimes when you wear an eternity necklace, it flips a lot? Because it is so weighted, it will lay flat and beautiful across the décolletage. Look at that beauty. That is what you call a thing of beauty. Now, ShopPay comes into play right here. This is when ShopPay is the best option. You call right now, 888-521-4367, or go to madeshopping.com. When you go to checkout, choose to do ShopPay, and this will be yours in installments. You don't have to pay all at once. The item number is 794-842. 794-842. And I just want to do one thing really quickly also. I want you to just sort of see the back of this, because I think this is also important. When you wear a necklace, it's against your décolletage, right? So you don't want it to, and especially if you wear it on top of clothing, you don't want it to be against a surface that's not finished, because then it will scratch or catch on your clothing, scratch your skin, catch your clothing. When it's smooth finished like this on the actual undergallery of it, you will have something that will not scratch or catch. And then, of course, because of the weight, do you see how it doesn't even sort of try to flip? It will not flip because of the weight of all that metal and the over 20 carats of the stones alone. Just stunning, friends. Make this one yours, 794-842. And while you're wearing this extraordinary necklace, it is indeed extraordinary, while you are wearing this extraordinary necklace and bragging and feeling like, oh my gosh, I hit the jackpot with this one, then guess what else? You're going to want to have the perfect earrings. Now, we showed you the studs earlier in the show with the articulation. I showed you the oval hoops, and of course the hoops that I'm wearing. Just so you guys know, the hoops that I'm wearing, I will tell you the item number. We're not going to do a full presentation, but the item number is 499033. 499033, and that is almost 4 carats in the round hoops, okay, just so you know. But I want to bring in the pair of studs that we started the whole show with, because these are the studs that literally set the phones on fire. And speaking of fire, there you go. I don't even need to say a word. There it is. That is what fire in a stone should look like. And that is why Forever One is always the forever choice and the #1 choice in moissanite. Look at the size of these studs. This is what we call a radiant cut. So the radiant cut is more like of a rectangular shape, and it has the most incredible cutting process. So you can see the faceting. You can really see it almost looks like it goes on a curve on the inside, right? Because you can see this is very intricate faceting process to be able to achieve what you see in a radiant cut, allowing you to see a spectrum of colors, allowing you to see so much sparkle and even some beautiful patterns within the stone itself. Each one in each ear is going to be 2 carat 70. So you're at almost 5.5 carats in studs. How many of us can say we own 5.5 carat stud earrings? Really? Colorless, by the way. These are actually near colorless. And you know what? What I love about it is that you have so much fire and so much dispersion, and you have such an incredible, incredible brilliance to these earrings that all you're looking at is the sparkle when you see them. All you're looking at are those emerging colors. And the size is so profound. And of course, set in 14 karat yellow gold. $2,639. They deserve that price tag. Your original price is over $3,500. We are saving you almost $900 today. Think about that. We are saving almost $900. And that means this is the time to scan the item, shop for it, call in 888-521-4367. You can even find out if you want to have them in white gold. Even find out if that's an option. They'll do that for you. These are special. These are special. Now, I always recognize a considered purchase. I never want you to feel like, oh, she's devaluing when she says it's not expensive. I'm not, listen. You are dealing with high quality, top-notch, top grade, premium, superior quality moissanite in the most important commodity of our time right now, which is called gold. When you have all things considered, thousands of dollars is very realistic. Now, in some places, you can look at spending $5,000, $10,000. If there is a celebrity attached to an endorsement, if there is a luxury designer name attached to the brand, you are always going to pay more for the name and for the branding. But when you have quality that's been going for 30 years, that set the bar in the industry, that is made and not mined so that it is made to perfection, giving you the superior quality in every single aspect and in every single avenue of these pieces, that price is phenomenal. So you have to really weigh it out and recognize all things considered. When you see these price tags, recognize what the value is and why it's a worthy and smart investment, in addition to being something you'll love, you'll wear, and you'll probably even pass down to another generation. $2,639, that's $879 off. The item number is 538102, and one more reminder that we will be shipping it for free. Oh my gosh, did you see that? Look at that. You know what? I have one other pair of studs I want to show you real quickly before we wrap up the hour, and then I'll give you the item number as well for my necklace. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were still, I thought we were on one. I wanted to give you guys a chance to get these earrings too, because these studs are round, and I know a lot of you want the classic round stud, which I totally get. The ones I just showed you, they were big, they were bad, they were bold, and they were amazing. But sometimes you just want something a little more classic, and maybe you want to spend a little less. I totally get it. We'll still give you almost $550 off. We'll still do that for you. But guess what? Now you can have the round brilliance. This is your chance to have the round brilliance. But I will tell you now, they're almost 2 carats in each ear. Almost 2 carats in each ear. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, not too shabby. Saving almost $550, $1,649.25, and of course, 14 karat white gold. I mean, listen, when you can get studs of this caliber, of this quality, and you can get them at almost 4 carats, that's almost 2 carats in each ear, it's a win-win. It's just a win-win. Speaking of wins, how about that tennis bracelet? Remember I told you we also have the you saw the bangle, right? We love the bangle. It's gorgeous, the flex bangle. But tennis bracelets are beautiful too. And I actually need my right hand for 1 second, guys, because I need to grab the one in yellow as well. I want to show you that we also have it in the yellow. Because some people say, I love those tennis bracelets, but sometimes even if I know I might want it in another metal, I need to kind of see it. So I'll give you both item numbers so you have them. The one I've been wearing the entire show is in the white gold. This is 14 karat white gold. The item number is 541813, and then the item number for the gold is going to be 602841. And I want you to just see the flexibility, the fluidity on this. It has that fluid movement, which is so important. And each one, in both the white and the yellow gold, will have 45 16-pointers, taking us to over 7 carats. Over 7 carats. Now that's in your gold, yellow gold. I do want to tell you a little secret. In the white gold, just a little secret, it's a little bit bigger. It's over 9 carats. So if you want almost 10 carats in white gold, we will save you almost $1,400 today, and you can take this home for just over $4,000. If you want this in the yellow gold, we will let you take this one home at just over 7 carats. But look how beautifully it sits on the hand. And by the way, look how pretty it looks with the ring too. It frames the ring so beautifully. You have a complete suite if you decide you want to go with a beautiful tennis bracelet, a gorgeous ring, and a pair of studs. Now, I will also tell you while we're talking, because I only have about 2 minutes left, I do want to tell you that my necklace that I'm wearing, a lot of you were asking about it. I'm going to hold it up for a second with the bracelet too. I'll let you know that the item number is 543915. 543915. 915. So if you love this whole look and you really want to have this necklace, the chain is included, and you are looking at 1 carat 68 in total. Beautiful center stone, 1 full carat in that round brilliant. And then you actually have another ½ a carat on the bail. And then you have that beautiful design surrounding it at about, I would say there's about 22 stones there, taking us to about almost 18 points. Beautiful design, beautiful style, and beautiful price. We're taking almost $355 off, and you are looking at a price tag of just over $1,000. Get them all. Whatever you feel comfortable with, do the shop pay, allow yourself to pay in installments, but there's a little something for everyone. I know I went a little fast at the end, but I really want to make sure you saw all the things that you loved in the show, had a chance to get the rings, the studs, the hoops, the necklace, the tennis necklace, the chains, and the bracelets. I hope you got everything that you loved in this hour. This is Forever One Moissanite, and I think you will be forever pleased. If you want to let me know what you think, you can also find me on Instagram at NickStanz, Nikstanz, and of course go to madeshopping.com and find us on Instagram and on Facebook. It has been my pleasure and my privilege to share all the sparkle, all the brilliance, and all the beauty. I hope you love your jewelry and wear it in good health. I will see you next time. There's more to come.